Okay, thank you for reminding me. So the first person on the list is Mohammed Gideon. So you ready to presentation on COVID-19 in the USA? I will start the recording right now.
This meeting is being recorded.
Good morning, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Perfect. Let me just share my screen and can start.
So click on the link on the right-hand side for evaluation, and when you get to the form, you click on evaluation form and evaluate yourself.
Okay, so where
Okay.
the link is? So you said the first link. I'm unable to the link.
So after Mohammed is Ahmed,
Can you guys hear me? Good morning.
but we cannot see your presentation slide.
Can you guys hear me?
Okay, we can see now.
Good morning. Yes, we can hear and see your presentation.
Oh, okay, perfect. So the link, I'm unable to link the link. Professor, can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm unable to click the link. Like it takes me to let's see. I think you're on mute. Because
Okay, sorry. You can, if you click on the one I posted, you have to click the evaluation form on that site. Otherwise, click directly on evaluation form posted by Ms. Langford.
Good morning.
good morning.
Professor, can I receive any email from you?
Okay. It's Mohammed, we're waiting for you.
For those who are having trouble accessing the link, you have to manually copy and paste it to your web browser.
All right, so let's start the presentation and then we'll do the link later on. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mohammed Sadiq Mohammed Jiddu. I'm a student at the University of District of Columbia. Today I'll be presenting this COVID-19 among communities. The keyword today you will be hearing it's COVID-19 comparison among communities and communities in the U.S., specifically African American and non-Hispanic white. And we will go over analysis. Also, we will measure the gap in communities, and then we will go over the SEIR model, test and results. So how is COVID-19 affecting communities, and what's the community that we're targeting? So the COVID-19 pandemic continued to spread over the world, especially here in the United States and the world, killing more than 550,000 persons in the US itself. However, not all communities have been affected equally. There are increasing evidence that some racial and ethnic minority groups are being affected this disease in much greater number than non-Hispanic white community. According to the CDC surveillance report, African Americans are dying at a rate much greater than the population share. As of today, the total number is increasing and it's hitting more than 22% out of the community. Here we're gonna go over the analysis part. As you can see here, like this is the rates among African American, and as you see here, like the number is rising. As you can see, the path is going over 100,000 people are dying. This is a comparison by state fatality, and here, as you see, like the 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 rate is just, if you see this, you can see the path, it's just growing more and more and more in scale of like every 100,000 there are like almost 800 people, African American, almost 800, they're dying from it. And however, like in order to tackle this main issue, we have to go through so many analysis and to be able to understand exactly why this community is the most vulnerable community among these communities. So we perform some comparison. That way we can figure out exactly why, what's the cause, and why this is something that like this community is facing. First, we went over the unemployment rates between the both communities, the African American and non-Hispanic white. And this is one of the factors that led the African American community to be more vulnerable. And as you can see here, like in comparison, African Americans are at higher unemployment rate compared to the counterpart, the non-Hispanic whites. And also we went through another comparison by fatality rate between the both communities. And as you can see here, this is non-Hispanic white, and the rate, it's like the path it's going kind of flattened. And here you see it's rising, and it's just keep going, growing all the way. And as of this, for this analysis, like it's clear that the African Americans are in a higher risk. And here we're performing the model, the SEIR slash the SIR model, and this is how the algorithm works. The S represents the susceptible population, and the exposed population for E, and I, it's the infections population, and R for the recovery. The SEIR model, it helps us to count all of these elements and understand exactly like what were we dealing with. This is the SIR model, which is a part of the SEIR equation for the differential equations, and this is where we are dealing with. So here, as you can see, this is like the number, and this is the path here for like the states rider, and this is the how the path is hitting like African American basically. And the observation of the fatality rate of COVID-19 shows that the rate is rising, and the number of the death, infections, and recovery among Black people is very disturbing. Thank you. This is the end of the presentation.
Okay, any question? Okay, I have a question. Can you go back to your SEIR equation, please?
Sure.
Okay, so this equation, this algorithm, did you make a comparison between the Black community and the non-Hispanic white?
So yes, however, so there are a lot of ways to do this. This is the way that, like, it's just for this model, basically, like, we're trying to target just African American instead of like both.
Okay, so how did you arrive at 2 here? You say scale variable is x equals to 2, your I equals to 0.4, your R equals to 1, S is 600,000, I is 6. So how do you arrive at these numbers?
Right here. This is how. One second. Sorry. So okay. So this is the S, as you can see here. It's equal to 4.
Okay, where's the 4? Can't see it.
So it's 0.4 here. I believe that's what I wrote.
Okay, I see 0.4. Then where's your S?
S, it's
600?
S, it's right here. One second, I'll show it to you. Sorry. Where's the S? Okay. So the S, this is the S right here. It's at this point, which is equal to 2, 0.2.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Next person, please.